There are three characters in this episode. Me, my friend, and my school. Third Toastmasters and guest. Good afternoon. Our school was working on most Saturdays, till noon. And the last hour during the Saturday class used to be what we call the cultural class. A time to showcase your extracurricular skills. It was cherished by the peacocks and the nightingales of our class. Equally excited were the budding actors and the aspiring politicians. Now in Tamil Nadu, budding actors and aspiring politicians are inseparable. During then, I had an interesting friend by name Rajathilaga. Daringly different and cunningly crafty, Rajathilaga was every bit as unique as his name. I used to visit him every Friday when his mother used to make delicious sweet pongal. But for those of you who don't know what pongal is, it is a sweet delicacy quite popular in the south. One day when I was reveling on the pongal, Rajathilaga abruptly asked me a question. Hey, can we have a speech contest tomorrow? I was slightly surprised. Is that the price I had to pay for all the sweet pongal I had week after week? I reluctantly agreed. He also came up with the topic. Honesty is the best policy. Now, thanks to the school I went to, honesty is the best policy sounded like a topic full of bewildering mysteries. It appeared as complex as Stephen Hawking's Brief History of Time. Until then, I've only heard about life insurance policies. Was honesty related to that? Nevertheless, I went home and started referring all the notes, all the books where I've come across this term before. I spoke to my mother, I spoke to my sister and took inputs from them. Eventually, I came up with an article with which I was extremely pleased. The next afternoon, as soon as the cultural arc had begun, Rajathilaga stood up and proclaimed to the whole class that we are having a speech contest, and without batting an eyelid, he said, Srihari is going to go first. I was stunned. His audacious arrogance had severely dented my confidence. I walked slowly to the podium and stood there like a wet chicken. Shivering and perspiring, I could barely recollect a single word from my script. I felt there was a Mickey in my throat refusing to let me speak. With some courage, I got myself to say, Dear friends, respected sir, I'm here to talk about honesty is the best policy because at this juncture, my teacher decided to assuage my suffering. He said, Srihari, why don't you refer to that script? I was extremely relieved. I just opened the script and went through it like a bullet train. End to end, no pauses and intonations. When I finished, I looked up at my friends. One of them gave me a look suggesting, why did you have to do this? A couple others who were busy talking suddenly stopped with a guilty expression on their face. And a few girls were giggling profusely at my plight. Embarrassed, humiliated and ashamed, I walked back to my seat. Immediately afterwards, a confident, vibrant and buoyant Rajathilaga went to the podium. I saw that he had no script in his hand. And he started off his speech saying, brothers and sisters. And then he gave his interpretation on dishonest people. Someone stole an egg from his lunchbox the day before and he termed them dishonest. Someone has copied his homework and dishonestly claimed it as their own. For Rajathilaga, the entire world was 7th standard classroom and his sample set was 7th standard students. He spoke about them, he mimicked them, but he did it beautifully. He spoke about our friends and had them in splits. He spoke about their parents and made them think. He spoke about our teachers and made us feel grateful. He went on for about 15 minutes. And finally, when he was done, there was a thundering applause. And afterwards, there was an evaluation on our speeches. And as expected, I was further humiliated and completely ripped apart. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, on that day, I realized a very important lesson. It is not important how rich the content of your speech is. What is important is how you present it. And what is even more important is how you connect with your audience. Raju Tilaga was a natural speaker and he naturally connected with his audience. But Srihari was not. Srihari was not a natural speaker. I don't know how many of you how many of you have managed to connect well today. But I feel extremely proud of the fact that I'm able to stand in front of you and deliver a sentence without stammering. For those of you who could relate to my experiences, I would like to quote what our Toastmaster said. Why not? Why not? Try coming forward to the podium once a while and try connecting with us as much as possible. If not for anything else, at least you can prepare a project level speech later on. Thank you so much.